Welcome to AI World TV, your go-to destination for everything artificial intelligence. Discover the captivating landscape of AI, where advanced technology finds real-life application. Subscribe to AI World TV for webzine articles, reports, podcasts, videos, live events, and latest trends. Hear from top industry leaders and discover how AI is transforming industries and our daily lives.
Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Today, we're exploring something really exciting, something that's changing how we think about automation and even teamwork. AI agents. You might hear them called agentic AI. Our mission here is to really unpack what these systems are, why everyone's pointing to 2025 as the year they hit the mainstream, and crucially, what this shift means for you. Whether you're in a big company, running your own show, or just, keen to stay ahead of the curve on tech. We've been digging into quite a bit of research, including a really insightful piece called 101 AI Agent, Why 2025 is the Year of AI Agents, and how you can lead the way.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating, based on that research, is how different these AI agents are from, say, the chatbots we've gotten used to. They're way beyond that. We're talking about systems that are pretty sophisticated. They combine that large language model reasoning, that's the AI's ability to understand and sort of think like us, but super fast, with live data connections and serious task automation. So think of them less like a simple tool and more like, like full-service digital teammates. They can actually plan things, take action, and even learn as they go alongside you.
Learn alongside you.
Exactly. That's the key difference. It moves them from just reacting to actually solving problems proactively. And the capabilities highlighted in the material, they're pretty broad. Imagine an agent not just, sorting a support ticket, but figuring out the real issue by checking past orders and then scheduling a follow-up call with the customer itself before a human even looks at it. Yeah. And they can pull up account details, update orders, book appointments, find insights you might miss, draft proposals, summarize your meetings, keep an eye on market changes. The list goes on.
Okay, that's a pretty big jump from just answering basic questions. It really does sound like they're shifting from conversational to, operational. So why 2025? What makes this year the specific turning point for these AI agents to go, mainstream?
That's a great question. And the research suggests it's really about a convergence. It's not just the capability, but let's call it the democratization of it all, the accessibility. What used to be really complex, maybe only for huge companies, is getting much more user-friendly, much more robust for wider use. We're seeing these platforms emerge that let the agents reason, adapt, coordinate multiple jobs, and do it with this almost human-like fluency. It's quite impressive.
So it's becoming easier to actually use them effectively.
Exactly. And that's why we expect this widespread deployment this year. You've got big companies putting them into HR, sales, support, seeing real savings and efficiency. But maybe even more interesting, you have solo entrepreneurs, small teams, suddenly getting these sort of automation superpowers. It levels the playing field a bit.
Amplifying what they can do on their own.
Precisely. Automating the grind work. And then you look at whole industries, real estate, travel, events, entertainment. They're already starting to completely rethink customer experience using this AI-driven efficiency and personalization.
Right. Theory is one thing, but seeing them in action, that makes it real. And the research does point to some pretty compelling examples already out there. Let's maybe dive into a couple that really show the kind of impact we're talking about.
Absolutely. The real-world stuff is where it clicks. Take rexagent.ai. This isn't just some website helper. It's a full-on 24/7 AI assistant for real estate. It handles listings, gives virtual tours, screens potential clients, finds properties super fast.
So the human agent isn't bogged down with all that.
Exactly. They can focus on the relationships, the negotiations, closing the deals. It frees them up for the high-value stuff. Then there's tixaiagent.com. Think about booking tickets for concerts, festivals, nightlife, getting VIP passes. It can be a nightmare. This AI assistant handles all that booking, securing spots, managing reservations, takes the stress out of it.
Okay, I can see the appeal there.
Definitely. And for high-end stuff, there's jetsetaiagent.com, luxury travel. It automates the bookings, creates totally custom itineraries, arranges concierge services.
Wow.
And one more, in a different field, castingaiagent.com. This is for the entertainment industry, finding talent. It can generate shortlists almost instantly, use AI to score how good a match someone is, organize auditions, even acts like a concierge for the candidates. It completely changes that workflow.
It really does sound like it transforms the process.
These are solid proof points, showing how these intelligent digital assistants are genuinely changing how whole industries operate.
Okay, so for listeners thinking, right, this sounds powerful, but how do I actually start using this? What are the pathways? The research mentioned some options. It seems like there are resources popping up. Things like guides and tutorials.
Yes, absolutely. That's part of the mainstream shift. There's a growing amount of practical help out there, guides, tutorials on how to deploy them, customize them, scale them up, whether you're just one person or a massive organization. And beyond the how-to, there's also a lot of expert insights becoming available, leaders in the field, futurists,
Yeah.
sharing strategies, talking about responsible use, best practices.
Which is important, not just using it, but using it well.
Crucial. And then for really specific needs, there's the option of custom solutions, basically connecting you with AI architects who can build specialized agents, sometimes called custom GPTs, or assistants designed just for your particular workflow, maybe even under your own brand.
So multiple entry points depending on your needs.
Exactly. And the strategic advantage of getting started now, in 2025, is pretty clear from the research. Businesses using these agents are seeing real benefits. Slashing costs is a big one through automation, offering that 24/7 service, but with a surprisingly human-like quality. Making smarter, faster decisions because they have real-time data insights.
Leading to better customer experiences.
Absolutely. More personal, more delightful experiences. And fundamentally, it helps you stay ahead. Your human teams get freed up. They can stop doing the repetitive tasks and focus on strategy, creativity, complex problem solving, the stuff humans are uniquely good at.
So it's efficiency, but also elevating the human role.
That's the key takeaway. It's not just about cutting, it's about enabling your people to work at a higher level. And the resources available now, they help businesses adopt and adapt to this AI shift way faster and smarter than trying to figure it all out alone.
And it seems like it's not just about individual companies adopting tools, but a whole ecosystem building up around it. You mentioned partnerships.
Yeah, that's right. We're seeing a lot of activity there. Things like development partnerships, companies working together, co-branded launches, even licensing opportunities and white label integrations where one company's tech powers another service.
So lots of different ways businesses can interact with this technology.
Definitely. It shows the market is maturing and the solutions are becoming really flexible. There are packages and plans scaling all the way from, a solo founder just starting out right up to massive Fortune 500 corporations.
Okay, so let's recap the core idea here. We've really explored how these AI agents are evolving. They're not just simple tools anymore. They're becoming these autonomous digital assistants coworkers, almost that can plan, act, and even learn right alongside you. And it seems pretty clear that 2025 is shaping up to be the year they really break through into the mainstream. We're seeing the potential impact across the board, big enterprises, small businesses, entire industries, all through this lens of automation, personalization, and just elevating how things get done.
Exactly. And if we zoom out for a second, the research really frames this as enabling businesses to scale up without losing that essential human touch. That's important. And as we said, freeing up human teams for the higher value strategic work. So maybe a final thought, a question for you, the listener, to mull over. Given all these powerful examples we've touched on, real estate, luxury travel, finding talent, customer service, where do you personally see these intelligent digital teammates making the biggest difference, maybe even a surprising difference in your own life or in your work in the very near future?
That's definitely something to think about as this technology continues to unfold. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of AI agents. We look forward to exploring more with you next time.
You are listening to the AI World Podcast, your trusted source for the latest innovations, insights, and trends in artificial intelligence, blockchain, fintech, and decentralized technologies. Each episode features expert interviews, engaging discussions, and in-depth analysis of how AI transforms industries worldwide. Stay ahead of the curve with the latest articles and exclusive reports from the AI World Journal, covering everything from emerging technologies to industry breakthroughs. For more news, global events, and access to AI World Society circle gatherings, visit us at aiworld.tv. Don't forget to subscribe to stay informed, stay connected, and be part of the AI revolution with AI World Lounge. Thank you for listening.